Wahalathanthri, and I'm here with my fourth video from the DBMS question set series. So in this video, we'll be talking about the fourth question set from 50 question sets. In this video, I'm going to explain about how to create a database using the MySQL Workbench software and creating tables using the customized databases, that means a ER diagram. And I'll be also showing how to do the relationship between the many to many. So now let's move on for our question set. Okay, so like this, I'll be going my question set. So in this question set, y'all can see that our first one is a description. So in this description, they have told that a school named the Kagalu Mahavidyalaya needs a software for this school development system. Now in this software, I have to create their database. So in this school software, they're thinking that when they make this software, that they can make the student details and the teachers details and the class schedules, etc. can be easier. So first step is to make this Kagalu Vidyalaya database. So now let's create this. So now I have arrived for my MySQL Workbench. So you all know how to create a model. So right now, what we should do is we should go to File and give New Model. Then when you say a while, the new model will be loading like this. You all can see it will take a while because the MySQL takes a bit of space from the RAM. Now, when you double click on top of this name, you can give the name of the database. So now let's check what is this name of the database. Now I will go and copy the name of the database because they have told me to use the Kagalu Vidyalaya DB as the name of the database. And they have specially told us to create it as an ER diagram. So let's do that. Then I will get over here, then rename references. So in this rename references, what we do is we can rename a database forever. Then we can add a diagram by double clicking on top of this, but in some laptops or computers, when you give one time, it will be loaded. Then they have given us two tables like this, student and guardian. So in this student table, they have given me the details of the column names and the data types and the length. So let's create the table with these data names and data column names and data types and length. So first one is our student table. So first we should create that before doing anything. Now I will copy the name of this. Then I will go over here. Then I will make a new table. So if you don't know how to create a new table, what you should do is you should go click on top of this. So because I'm a bit bored by clicking this, so I can just give the word T, not a capital or simple, it doesn't matter. When you give T, the table will be selected. So I have given this table over here. So when you double click on top of it, you can edit the table. So if you're viewing something like this, so this is wrong. So what you should do is very simple. Just go over here and click on top of this. Then for our table name, it's called student. Then for the column names, you all know that the column name is the index number. So over here, normally we give the data type as int, but in this case, I have given it as a varchar 10. So they haven't given me to make it as a primary key, but because I don't want to duplicate the index number, I have given it as p key. That means the primary key. So I will again double click and go to this side. So it's first name which has a varchar 45. So let's do that. Sorry, so that is my HDSQL. So watcher 45. Then I will again give this. Then I will give as last name. Then after that, we need to give our gender and our contact number. So both are the length of a 10 and watcher. So let's do that also by giving the gender as a watcher 10 and by giving, so I will select this. Then I will go to my contact number. So it's the contact number as a watcher 10. So I have given it like this. So like this, we have created our student table. So we are missing something. So I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you that. So it's the address. So let's give that also. So it's a watcher 60. So let's give that also. Then when I do this, the student table is complete. So now let's create our guardian table by giving these details. So now let's create it by using the same ER diagram. So like this, I have created my guardian table. So now let's check our next question. For our third question, they have told me to create the relationship between the student and the guardian, a table that I have created above. And they have told me to mark it in the ER diagram that I have created. So now let's check. So simply, if I tell you that a student can have a guardian and a guardian can have a student. So what is this relationship? So I will give you a hint, but this is a one-to-many. So that is the hint, but I didn't tell you the answer. So I will give you one second to think the answer. Okay, so the answer is that a student can have only one guardian and a guardian can have many students. So is that clear? Now, in this guardian table, if I make it many, what will happen? Will only one guardian have one student? So that is my question from yours. So if you tell yes, that is wrong. So if you tell wrong, that is correct. If you tell right, so if you tell it's what I told, that means a guardian can have only one student. If you think that is right, you are wrong. And if you tell that is wrong, you are right. Now what happens over here is that a guardian can have many students as they want. So y'all can think as an example a hostel. So in a hostel, there won't be parents. So the hostel guardian in charge of that student will be gone as the guardian of that student. So does he have a specific student? No. A student can have a specific guardian. So that is something else. So that is why we should create a one-to-many of the student being a many side and the guardian will be the one. So did y'all understand? So if you didn't, this is the simple explanation over here. That if the guardian side becomes a many, a guardian can't only have one student. So that is wrong. But for a student, there can be only one guardian because there can't be two guardians as one guardian. So that is wrong. So that's why I have many my student side. So you can also give a many to many because that will also be wrong. Because can one student have 100 guardians? So that is wrong. So that's why I made my many side to the student. Now, for our fourth question. So they have given these two tables to create, and I will just tell you what happens over here is that a teacher can have several subjects to teach, and one subject can be taught by several teachers. So now they're first telling me to create the teacher and subject table using these data and by giving these following instructions about the relationship and do the relationship. So first let's create these two tables. So I will create and come. So until that, stay tuned. So like this, I have created my teacher and my subject. So now, in our fourth question, they have told me a teacher teaches several subjects and one subject teaches several teachers. So if I tell you what happens over here in brief, what happens over here is that one teacher can teach many subjects and one subject can be taught by several teachers or one or many teachers. So that is the small explanation that they have given. So now let's make our relationship over here. So what do you think that we should give it as a relationship over here? Now for the relationship over here is it a one-to-one or one-to-many or many-to-many? So if you told one-to-one, it's wrong. If you tell one-to-many, it's even wrong. But if you tell many-to-many, that's correct. So why is that? Now think that you did the teacher side many and subject side one. So what's wrong with it? So some people might be thinking that's not wrong, that's correct. So that is even wrong. How come a teacher can teach only one subject? Now, in a school, think that a teacher can go for a class and teach maths. But when she comes out from the class and goes to another class, she teaches science. So that's how a teacher can get one or many subjects. Now think, only one subject can have only one teacher. So that's the opposite of what happens in the teacher's side. So that's also wrong. But if you do it as a many-to-many, a teacher can be duplicated because it won't be a primary key, because we can give many teachers and many subjects for that teacher. So that is why we give many-to-many. So I will click this, and to make it more specific, I won't give subject as teacher, I will give teacher as subject. So like this, I have created my teacher as subject table. So is this right? No. So first, what we should do is, we should go and right click on top of our relationship and go to foreign key and give identify relationship. So if you are not, if you don't want to do that, you can just double click on top of this table and just remove this primary key path. Then it will be auto done like this. So this is how I created these 5 tables, and that is how I answered these all 5 questions and answered them really good. So I will be back with my 5th question set. So until that, don't forget to watch that also. So until that, stay tuned. So have a nice day and bye.